Alright, here we go. More Majora's Mask for all you lovely, lovely individuals. We're not going to be exerting ourselves too hard tonight. It was quite a day. I know yesterday I said that I was going to be tackling Snow Peak today. Lies! Lies, I'm not doing that. My head freaking hoits. Hello, Inthapin, thank you for popping in. My head freaking hoits, and I'm lazy, so I want to do other things. We have this kind of useless picture. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to do the bomber first. We're gonna go get the moon tier thingy, my bobby. Mojigger. And we're gonna do that because in a previous timeline, I had attempted to use the land title deed to get a different title deed to get a piece of heart, and we're gonna do that again. Where am I going? What am I doing? Give me a second while my brain resets. I made it, but I sleep soon. Hello, Zarev. We're not playing super late tonight. We're not gonna do anything like super important. I was watching your VOD channel because I thought you weren't streaming. I am streaming tonight. Hello. Hello. It's so lovely to see you all here today. What am I doing in here? I was going to the bank. I was going to the freaking bank. I need to put money in here. Yes, I would like to deposit. This bad boy can fit so many kalpas. Unlimited kalpas. Yes, I'm here to make a deposit. Seriously, that's a lot! Yes, it is, my friend. It is quite a bit. Okay, we missed the bigger bomb bag and the bomb mask. My insomnia made me stay awake just a little. Prime entertainment. You're too kind. Yes, so this is... Are you able to get a bigger wallet? Not yet. I'm actually about to. You're about to witness me do so. So you need to get 200 rupees and deposit 200 rupees in the bank to get a bigger wallet, which we're about to do. Oh, if I can do it right. My bad. Parkour. Parkour is one of the good things the French invented. That's pretty much it, though. How's the audio for you guys? Like, what's going on audio-wise for you guys? Is it good? Sounds good? Good. Parkour! That's an Office joke, isn't it? I should watch The Office from beginning to end. I've never seen it. I know it's like a zillennial masterpiece or whatever, but I just never sat down and watched it. I've seen way more Parks and Recreation than The Office. Such a good show. Yeah, I know it's really popular. Who, okay, show of hands. Who has been watching the new Office remake? Who has been in, or not remake, I guess reboot would be more apt. Who has been watching The Office reboot? Not, there are so many better bad TV shows. Like, is The Office reboot, are you saying The Office reboot is a bad TV show? Or are you saying that there are better Office shows that are, or there are better bad shows than The Office? I am interested in your opinion. No, I'm sorry. I was distracted. I'm trying to deposit. Yes? You're saying... So you're saying that The Office is not as good as people are saying? I've watched the Drew Gooden made a video about The Office reboot. I need to watch that. Yep, here's the adult wallet. We found it, guys. We are now an adult. That's how you know you become an adult when your wallet upgrades. Now, if we are naughty, we don't have to get possessed. Because naughty little boys get possessed. That's the rules of the universe. That's the rules of the world. Okay, so recently I've been on a, Danny Gonzalez. Can you get an even bigger wallet? Yes, you can. You can indeed get a wallet that holds 999. Yeah, I've heard... Oh, whoops, my bad. You guys are distracting me too much. 31245, I think. Does that sound right to people? Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! Screw you, Zareth. I knew it this time. You can't tell me wrong. You are incorrect. If we had the bomb mask, we'd be able to open up a little section over there, but we don't have the bomb mask, so... I have it. Okay, so this is kind of cursed. Since I have a one-monitor system, a one-monitor setup, you guys, like, I'm playing the game through Streamlabs. And that's kind of cursed. Yeah, I think that's the only way to describe it. It's kind of a cursed setup. But it works, but it means I can have the chat open, I have the game open, and then I have Streamlabs itself open. But that means that I'm not really watching the game, I'm watching Bea. I'm watching Bea. I'm watching my little model move about, and I'm watching her lips move, and I'm watching her talk. Because I'm like, dang, that's a cute little model! We need the moon tier. Someone give me the moon tier. We need to go get the Bremen mask. Okay. Who loves the Bremen mask? I want to know who loves the Bremen mask, baby. Oh, you're a child. My, aren't you a child? The moon. It's like when you just watch yourself in a Zoom call. Why do we do that? Why do we just sit and stare at our own screen in a Zoom call? What is the human vanity? Maybe it's like when animals look in a mirror. You know what I mean? Where you see yourself and you're like, that's a foe. That's a foe wearing my face and it must be destroyed. Fear of looking bad? Yeah, I could see that where it's like, oh, is there a booger on my face right now? I could see that. I could see that. I love the Bremen mask. We got one Bremen mask enjoyer in chat. I like the Bremen mask a lot because it's silly. I like it when things are silly. We're probably going to watch The Incredibles after this, and I'm excited about that. And you know what else is a good thing that happened today? Wanting to look at myself. I can't relate. That's sad, isn't that? Especially like at work. I want to make sure I don't look stupid. Very fair, very fair. You need to have an air of professionalism. Bremen how do I keep doing that? The Bremen mask is the mask that makes you look like a chicken and you can march around and make little animals follow you. It's awesome. What was I saying before I got distracted by all your chat comments? Because I'm pretty sure I was talking about something. Oh! I found lemon poppy seed muffins today. And I was very excited because I haven't been able to find poppy seed muffins in a long time. We live in a state that does aggressive drug testing. And if you eat enough poppy seed muffins, you can test positive for opioids. So it's really hard to find them in this state. So I was really excited. You managed to figure out a code that only we knew. Now that's something. I like you. What's your name, guy? Sink. Sink, huh? Alright. That Skull Kid broke our rules and is doing all kinds of stuff. I'm making Sink a new member of the Bombers instead. Yeah, Sink loves to bomb. They let that sink in! They let that sink in! Apparently that is not much of a problem with modern drug testing. Do you think the state does modern drug testing? This is the Bomber's Notebook. It contains the words we live by. Read it over! You got the Bomber's Notebook. It allows you to keep track of people's schedules. I had to get drug tested to work at my job. I had to get drug tested to work at my job because I work with firearms. I work with guns. So I had to get drug tested. Find troubled people and add their names. Only 20 people will fit in the book. I rescind my fact. Promise to help them. Mark promises with promise stickers. Never be late with fulfilling your promises. Whenever you solve someone's problem, it makes you happy. So a happy sticker will be added to your book. No removing stickers. Use promise stickers to keep track of people until everyone is happy. Look at these civic-minded children. If only they weren't racist. My job didn't test for THC. Score! Yeah, well, you work in, like, electronics, don't you? Isn't everybody on weed in electronics? Tattle, you tell that school kid he's out of here! He's been acting like a real jerk lately. The Bomber Secret Society of Justice was added to your notebook. See, the thing about this group of kids doing Secret Society of Justice stuff is that they walk the walk, right? They don't just sit around and pretend to be part of... I don't think I've ever been drug tested for work. It's a little awkward. You have to go into a clinic and then pee into a cup and then hand someone whose job it is to handle urine your pee. And I got a little bit of a dribble. I got a little bit of a dribble on the side of the cup, and I felt really bad because you're not allowed to touch it, you're not allowed to clean it, and you're not allowed to do anything. And I'm like, please watch out for the dribble. And he was just like, dude, I've been doing this for so long that a little dribble doesn't change me. And I'm like, oh. It's a dirty job, kids, but healthcare professionals are always in need. I used to give blood for money. I used to give plasma, actually, the immunodeficiency stuff. I used to give my plasma for, I did one to hair follicle testing. What the heck is that? But for the plasma thing, it was always kind of crazy because the idea that you work with blood all day, touching blood, moving blood, seeing blood, and it was always interesting because they give the blood back, right? Every single time it's like, oh yeah, I give plasma for like a company that gives me money when I give plasma. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? You do that like twice a week? Are you like well? And it's like, yeah, they give the blood back. They just take the plasma out of it. So I'm not even woozy afterwards. I'm a little bit hungry, but stupid dog. I'm a little bit hungry, but I'm not like in trouble or anything. It's not like I'm gonna die. They cut out 100 hairs from your head in test. Hair has traces for drugs longer than urine? That's kind of crazy. I did not know that. La 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 la, they said I was much too loud when I practiced in my room. They got mad. Sigh, now I'm sad. I'll just think about the past to keep my mind off the bad. Ah, yes, I'll do that. Dear guest, long ago, I was in an animal troupe with dogs and donkeys and such. Plasma donations always made me cold as hell. That's the saline solution that they put. Because they put the saline solution in your blood, you get really cold because of that. Did you taste it? My lips always went numb and I could taste saline when they did that. Why could I? Why could a man join? That's 'cause a man is an animal too, my boy. They were all great, but there was one thing I didn't like about it. Why was the dog the leader? Was it 'cause something was wrong with me, sir? Oh, that dog was an amazing leader. He always had a stellar troop no matter what animals he had to work with. That's why I stole it. The dog's mask. I stole it. I wanted it because it was the leader's mask. But I no longer need it. I give it to my guest. Bremen mask, everybody! We're excited. I think this man needs some kind of evaluation. He's suffered. The leader was a good instructor. His members matured quickly and they became adults in an instant. Guru, the traveling musician, was added to your notebook. You listened to his confession of guilt. This was added to your notebook. This man needs some kind of evaluation. You can give him an evaluation if you want. It's okay. I'll listen to your professional evaluation. I need to go rescue a spirit. I'll be right back. Actually, so recently I restarted. I ran straight into that wall because I wasn't paying attention. I re-downloaded and started to play Warframe again. I know. I know. I know. But I've been having fun. They added a bunch of new frames that I'm interested in. But after playing it for a little bit, I remembered why I stopped. Because it's like, oh, dang. This game kind of farming simulator, huh? Like, that's what Warframe is, unfortunately. It's like, okay, I was looking specifically for a frame called Kwome. It's a newer. Okay, so at 12-ish p.m. tonight, in this center rock, there will be a man. And we will be waiting for the man. But first, we go in a hole. At least you can recognize it. Yeah, that's the problem, is that I'm like, I want to have Kwome, but I'm like, oh dang, I need to farm for an entire day. And then after I'm done farming, I need to wait like 3 days for her to be completed. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just want to play with the stupid frame. I did the game. I played the game parts. Why can't I play with the character? Whoa, I blind. The two of them together is not ideal. Oh, yeah, that's... Oh! Ra-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da. Don't be on the floor, use the Commodore. Eh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to be very careful, guys, because... Ooh, purple rupee. Purple rupee. Eventually I will probably delete the game and play something else instead, but for right now, that's what I've been playing, and I've been having fun. I've been trying to, like... they added this new thing that I don't know, and I don't recognize, and I don't remember it. It's called, Aya... See, that's one of the big problems with Warframe, is that they have a trillion billion different currencies, which I remember reading is a way that a lot of, like, those types of games, in order to confuse and befuddle, force you to interact with systems of multiple currencies so that you just get fed up and use your real currency, right? Like it's a money. And this is why we almost died! We were getting a piece of heart. A piece of heart. What was I stuck to down there? Oh, Velcro. There's Velcro underneath my... So that's why B freaked out. There's Velcro underneath my desk. So that you get fed up with farming the systems and you just go into, like... Yeah, I'm gonna just buy it. I'm just gonna... Oh, this is an interesting enemy. What is his name? This is an Eno! Eno! It's persistent and susceptible to heat. Same. Actually. You and me, bud. No, come here. Come. Okay. Oh. Anyways, here's an interesting little wall. You see that song? Which song is that? It's not the day song. I don't remember. Uh-oh, I don't remember. But that's a song that people might recognize from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's a favorite. People like the Ocarina of Tim. That was a webcomic I read way many years ago. The Temple of Time Warp song. Thank you. Is it The Prelude of Light is the name of that song? I used to read webcomics in general when I was younger. Stuff like Everything is Machismo, I think, was one. And then another one I used to read was a piece called... dang, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Property of Hate, I think, was one that I used to read. It had a TV head guy that I thought was really cool. And Let's do the time warp again. I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show. Sorry, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Womp womp. I've heard it's good though. But one of the ones that I used to read was called Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And the idea was that, like, the kingdom was running out. The kingdom had ran out of E's. So there was, like, an E shortage. So you weren't allowed to say words with E's in it. So everything had to be the Ocarina of Time. I remember thinking that was delightfully absurd. That was a very stupid and funny concept. But I did not keep up with it. I don't think it's still going. I would be very surprised to see if it was still going. There's a lot of those, like, webcomics that are still going. But I don't know. I don't know them. They don't know me. We are not allies, friends, or... Wait, could I get the Keaton? Could I get the Keaton? I could probably get the Keaton. Here's a big dumb bird. This bird steals items if you fail to kill it. No, my bad. I'll keep listening but no longer chatting. Well, thank you for chatting anyways, Baritone. It's always nice to see you. I like when you guys get to be in the chat. Yeah, do you see that? You kind of want to have... You kind of want to have the bow for this guy. He has a lot of health, if I remember correctly. He has a lot of health. But he also drops a ton of... No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yep. We did the old switch-a-doo on him. Is he coming back around? It's called a Takuri bird! Run! This bird steals your items! It has so much health. Whoops. I keep doing that. My bad. Stop! Oh, it stole my sword. It stole my sword, but you know what the thing is that the thing about that is that my sword now belongs to a shop and I have to go buy it back. Isn't that exciting? So that's what the Takuri bird does. It takes forever to die and it steals an item. And it's actually in one of the shops in town. It works for one of the shops in town. It has a ton of freaking money if you manage to kill it. It has a ton of freaking money if you manage to kill it. But we did not. We goofed up killing it. So we're just swordless now. But at least we have a bow. At least we have a bow. Isn't that exciting? And if we really need to hit things with... We have this guy. See? So not all is lost, my friends. You can beat this game without a sword. I think. You might not be able to beat it without a sword. I think there are certain things that can only be injured by a sword. What the heck was that sound? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let time flow normally for a little bit so this one guy can spawn so we can actually get him to spawn. Yes, return the flow of time to normal. Please. While we're waiting for this guy to spawn, where do we need to go? We're gonna show off the Bremen mask. Whoa, Link, what was that, bud? That was interesting. Alright, so, we got a couple masks here. The Sense mask is an interesting get. Here's the Bremen mask, my friends. Isn't that fun? This song gets super stuck in my head. I think about this song a lot. Hope you guys are singing along at home. This guy's gonna spawn pretty soon. Here he is! Oh, what a strange man. I'm gonna play the reverse Song of Time again so that we can slow down time. It's funny to think of a dog wearing a bird mask. IMO. Alright. I am no longer part of the living. My sadness to the moon. I haven't left my dance to the world. I am filled with regret. Translation: I am disappointed, O moon. I have died! Oh, I plan to bring the world together and stir it into a giant melting pot with my dance. If only I had taught my new dance to someone. The spirit dancer, Kamaro, was added to your notebook. Ah, little hearts in the Song of Healing aura. Yes. Spread my dance across the world. Train its followers. Translation: I have taught it to you. Now make it into a popular dance craze. We got Kamaro's mask. He used it to teach his dance to the world so his moves can become as popular as he hoped they would be. I am counting on you. Translation: I am counting on you. And he's dead. He went to the afterlife. How is that? Oh. Okay, so we're going to do something. We have the title deed. We have the land title deed. Uh-oh. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Where are we going? Ah, I don't want to go here. Wrong place. Wrong place. I don't know how it got that from what I just played. Yes, it is a really cool teleport animation. This game's got a lot of cool stuff going on. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. But I agree, it is a cool teleport animation. This is where I wanted to go. This is where I wanted to go the whole time! I can't believe they sent me to that stupid other place that I clearly did not intend to go to. They should have read my mind. I used to have a choir teacher who would always say that. Read my mind. Not what I say, what I think. I was always like, dear God. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I do know what you mean. Dear God. Let's get this. Sure. I'll take this. This is all important, I swear. This all has purpose. This all has pointus. This is going to have an immediate purpose, but you're going to be surprised at what the next thing is going to do. That's a clickbait tactic. I'm using clickbait tactics on you. Stick around and you'll see what the next thing is going to happen to do with us, this thing. Yes! You can get so many hearts right now. Like, there's so many heart pieces available to us. Here we are. I was thinking, okay, so I was thinking about, like, what do we do next stream? What are we going to do as individuals? You know what I mean? And, I was thinking that we're probably just gonna go through Snowhead. Like, Probably, okay, I was thinking, while the time is paused, while the instrument is open, we're going to hit Snowhead, and we're going to hit Snowhead hard. Probably the next 2 streams are going to be opening up Snowhead and then Snowhead Temple proper. And then that's kind of the midpoint of the game, right? The next thing after that is Great Bay Temple and then Ikana Canyon. So, and my personal favorite temple in, like, any Zelda game, Stone Tower Temple. So good. I'm really excited for Stone Tower Temple. But before we do Great Bay and Stone Tower Temple, we're going to do all the things we can, right? Because right now, I'm kind of just, like, goofing around and doing some of the things that I can do. But I'm thinking, like, after Snow Peak, it's minigame time. We're getting the Razor Sword. We're getting, all of the archery minigames done. We're getting the bombing minigames done. We're getting Deku Playground done. We're just going to reset the days over and over and over again and get as many quests as we can done. How does that sound for you guys? Like, does that sound like a good plan of action? Because I feel like that's better structured than being like, here's a temple, here's minigames. Here's a temple, here's minigames. Here's a temple, here's minigames. Yeah, that sounds fun. Good. And it can also be like, this is a day I want to be at because I want to see this thing happen. Or I think that's just freedom. It's a call to action for my audience. Getting flashbacks and trying to get a perfect. Yeah. Oh, hey. I love that because time is slowed, he is slowed. That's very silly. Yeah, the shooting gallery is gonna suck. One of the things about the shooting gallery that So, these girls, the Rosa sisters, are having trouble coming up a dance for the festival. Well, what do we got here? I'm gonna let the cutscene speak for itself. The guard. Thank you for teaching us those steps. You're our master, if you say so. Thanks. That is an assembled heart container, my friends. We are now at 5 hearts. Yes, thank you, thank you. Master, you're so cool. Well, if you say so. Yeah, so we're gonna do probably just like one more thing. Yeah, like a 35-minute stream. I feel like that's a good idea, guys. I'm tired. And it's late as heck. So I think we're gonna do like one more thing and then I'm gonna call it. Are you guys okay with that? And then we'll be back. We won't be back until Thursday, actually. We're gonna take the next 2 days. I'm kind of sad that Puppet Master didn't show up because I know Puppet Master is really excited to see Snow Peak. So I think it would have been nice for us to be able to tell Puppet Master what the plan is. Oh, and by the way, what I just did there. So the Stockpot Inn is closed after a certain time at night. But you can use the Deku Link form to get into the top area of the Stockpot Inn, which they don't lock. Fun fact. And that's important because he's here. Who the heck is this? But he's here. Paper, please. I'm gonna look something up real quick, actually. What is the name of this? Because this yokai appears multiple times. In folktales, including the Kurote, Black Hand, Kanade, Kayanade, my bad, I mispronounced that, Handstroker, and versions of the Akamanto. Yep, so they are, it's a hand that comes out of the toilet, to interact with and scare people. This is a very Japanese urban legend. So it's very fun to see it. It's appeared multiple times in Zelda. And yay! If you hand them any piece of paper, oh, you saved me. This fell down here. I'll give it to you. You get a piece of heart. Yay! It's better than the alternative. It's better than a piece of... No, I'm not going to finish that. They got so many toilet yokai? They do. They have quite a few toilet yokai. And it's because the toilet yokai do different things. What? Who? Well, that person was added to your notebook. You helped... out of a jam. This was added to your notebook. They do, because there's different versions of what happens with the toilet yokai, right? Because sometimes it's like they'll ask you if you want red paper or blue paper, and you have, if you reply red paper, they'll drown the stall in blood, and if you reply blue paper, they'll suffocate you. Which isn't lovely. Which isn't... Oh! I lied! I lied! You can get mad at me right now. I'm gonna do one more thing. But you just said! I know I just said! I know I just said that we were gonna end on toilet paper guy. No! We're gonna end on the bunny hood. That's a way better stopping point. I feel like blue paper is kind of a cop-out. What do you mean? If you do blue paper, you get suffocated. That's not a cop-out. That's really scary. Yeah, see, they stole my sword, so the shop has been... hey, the shop has been doing some shady activities, and... You know where my sword is, but you're not going to get it, sir? Is that what I'm hearing? Am I correct in assuming that that's the truth? I fell in a hole! Everybody loves this enemy. Can we hurt this enemy as a Deku? Can we hurt this enemy as a Deku? Can we hurt this enemy as a Deku? One drowns you in blood. The other, they just straight up hate hands. I don't need a ghost to have that? Yeah. What about, I love yokai. I think yokai are so cool. And there's a lot of really good yokai. You know what I mean? Oh, God. This game needed to have where your lock-on stuff, like your lock-on changed. Yeah, that's a full heart of damage. Do you ever... Okay. Does it only come out if you have a sword? Because it seems like it's not coming out. We might not be able to do this without our sword. Oh, I'm dead! Do you see that, everybody? I died. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I perished, but that's okay. We just reappear here at the time that we were dead. So, very exciting. There's a lot of yokai that kind of play along the lines of, like, doing stuff like that. That they have a question or, you know, a system. Oh, my bad. Yeah, you need a magic bean? You need magic bean? You need beans? You need beans? Magic beans? I don't got no beans. I don't got no beans. Huh, it's a bean. Like the Kuchisake Onna, which is the split mouth woman, a very famous yokai. People know this Kuchisake Onna, even if you don't know it by name. It's the split mouth lady. And she, you know, is wearing a mask on her face, and she'll pull down the mask and her face will be split. But first, she'll ask you, am I beautiful? And if you say yes or no, then she'll take the mask off and be like, am I beautiful yet? And if you say yes or no there. If you say no, she kills you. If you say yes, she cuts your face to look like her. There's really not a lot of winning with yokai. They kind of do that on purpose. There's not a lot of winning with the yokai. I don't have a sword. I can't hit the owl statue because I don't have a sword. Yes, I love Yuki-onna. Yuki-onna is one of my favorites. I love, like, winter women wherever they appear. They're one of my favorite, like, there's a couple of winter-based monsters in the world, and I like it when they appear as, like, ladies of winter. There's, like, a Russian one, if I remember correctly. Here's the Gorman track. I think it's funny that Ingo gets his model used, like, 3 separate times. Like that one Finnish sniper? Yeah, I guess. That's a interesting... Simu... No, that wasn't his name. I can't remember his name. But that is a funny poll. Thank you. But Yuki-onna is really interesting because there's a lot of different versions of her. And now we can go to the Romani Ranch. I opened the way! Thanks, dude. Romani Ranch. Uh-oh. What's up with Romani? Let's go talk to her and see what's wrong. Taking my time. I'm taking my sweet time. Look! Isn't that your horse? Yeah, baby. That's my freaking horse. I don't remember Epona's song. Ripadooski's, baby. Let's go talk to the girl. Huh? You... Who are you again? She doesn't remember anyone. Oh, no, she won't know this guy either. Sorry. I was gonna press the... So, something that's really clever. I sure hope nothing out of the world happens here. Yeah, exactly. Something I think that is really clever that they've done is that they use both of Malin's models, I should say. Malin from both her adult and her child model. I think that that's really clever. Clever. Oh, English language hard. Let me just barge into your room. Sorry. No, that's not correct. I was looking for, Cremia. But I don't know where she is on the 3rd day. I don't know if she's in... I know that bad things happen to Romani Ranch if you don't help them. Bad things happen to Romani Ranch. Yep, here she is. Yep. Upset. Oh, I'm sorry. Right now I'm thinking a little... My little sister. My sister, she... What shall we do? Our precious cows. If I thought it would come to this, then what Romani said I should have. Cremia, the ranch owner. So... There's something bad that happened here. And, we have the ability to change that. But only if we get powder kegs. Only if we get powder kegs. Only if we get powder kegs. And that's the dog races. Didn't the blue dog, win recently? I don't know anything about that. I should look it up because I don't know anything about it. Bremen mask, yeehaw! And then we can do this. So let's go talk to this guy, see what his problem is. I heard it from my Gramps. Says the moon's gonna fall. With something that big, it's sure to take this ranch down with it. Oh well. How fatalistic of you, dude. You are very much a punk, aren't ya? My only regret is that I won't get to see these guys in their prime as roosters. The cuckoo-loving grog was added to your notebook. Look at this guy. He's the Stalfos guy. Ooh, the rumbles are coming. He's the Stalfos guy from, or the moment in Ocarina of Time, which gives me everyone Stalfos. Alright. Yeah, in another universe, this man turns into a Stalfos. Exactly right. I'm glad they reused his model. I hope everybody's marching along at home. What? Where are all the chickens? We can only go so fast. I like that the little "you did it" tune is getting higher and higher with every chicken we add. What a good quest. What a fun little quest they added in this video game. Alright, is it just me or do the chicks look kind of green? I guess we need another one. Amazing 10 out of 10. Yep, this is a good little quest for good little girls and boys. We're collecting all the chicks so they can turn into adults. And the song's not half bad either. I just need to remember where all the little chicks are. I wonder if they did the same way they do the incremental silver ruby. Yeah, I think they probably did. It would make sense for it to be that way. That would be prudent. Prudent usage of their resources and their time. I don't know where the last one is. So we're gonna have to walk in circles until we find it, you know what I mean? Isn't that exciting? Uh-oh. They've collapsed in on themselves. No, seriously, where's the last guy? It's gotten awkward. We've been here for a long time. It's like, oh, are we done? Oh, there it is. Do you see it in the distance? It says, we're open all day. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, little chickie. We're adding you to the pile. Perfect. Yeah, there's just the moon in the distance. Oh, they are growing. Hey, man. Grog, look up. We did it! I don't really get it, but just seeing these guys with the crest and all, I don't have regrets about anything anymore. I'm perfectly satisfied. Here, you can have this from me. Bonnie Hood! Now this is one of the most important masks in the game. This is one of the most important masks in the game. Yeah. These guys are all roosters! Hey, this guy's zooted. This guy is high. But like, look at him. So like, they modeled like a six-pack on him, and do you think they were like, we're gonna make this guy the cuckoo guy because he has a mohawk? He has a mohawk. So let's show everybody what the bunny hood does. You ready for this? It makes you incrementally faster! It makes you run a little bit faster. Very useful, very mundane utility. Extremely important, actually. Yeah. Alright. Let's go back to the Clock Town. Clock Town! Swing your sword from side to side. He did mention the Kaku's crest. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that's the reason why they made him the Kaku guy. He's got a big old crest. And he's a Kaku man. And listen to that music. How frantic it is. That's one of my favorite things about the Clock Town theme, is that as the days wear on, the theme gets more and more frantic to denote the urgency. Yeah, I'm gonna deposit rupees, if you don't mind. Yes, I'm gonna make a deposit. It'd be faster to go the other way. Yes! What? You're really gonna give me that much? You're one rich little guy! Alright, little guy. Now I've got a total of 426 rupees from you. Come back and deposit after you save a bunch. Gotcha, bud. And then, you know what that means? You know what that means, bud? We're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna do it wrong. Save and return to the dawn of the first day. All my stuff! They take away all my stuff! Now everything has restarted. The Kakus are still chicks. That man's butt is still poopy. Everything has returned to the way it started. And I got my sword back! Most importantly, I got my sword back. Alright. We're probably gonna save and quit again. Just because I feel like just quitting out is... It makes me nervous. Where protects your items versus their ammo? Game mechanics, mostly. Key items are bound to you as the hero. Their ammunition is not bound to you. Because you can buy it with rupees, I guess. I don't know. It's a game mechanic, but I'm sure there's a lore reason somewhere. Alright, lovelies. This was just a short little stream for short little people, and I hope you had a good time. He doesn't keep it loaded. I don't keep it loaded, son. It was good to see you. It was good to have you, and thank you so much for popping in. But now I'm gonna say good night. Good night. Thank you for watching.